Alright guys, this is Tacho here, and we're playing some Fire Emblem Heroes today. And I've got a pretty special one today, because we're going to do an arena run. And for the first time, I'm showcasing a new team that I just finished making. It's an Infantry Pulse team, so all of the units on this team happen to be Infantry. And the idea behind it is that if I have Sonya with the Glacius special attack, and I have the Quick Impulse seal on her, then if the other three members of my team all have Infantry Pulse and higher HP than her, then what's going to happen is she's going to have Glacius built up right from the start, and thanks to the effect of her weapon, Dark Excalibur, anytime she triggers a special attack, it's going to add an extra 10 damage to her attack. So between that and Glacius, Sonya becomes one of the best, possibly even the best nuker in the game, and she can actually one-hit KO every single opponent you can possibly come up against. Even Sanaki, the best red mage in the game in terms of countering green magic, dies in a single hit to this Sonya setup on this team. How awesome is that, guys? Basically, just the amount of damage I do from Glacius and the damage I do from Dark Excalibur adds up to 38 damage, and that's going to be a one-hit KO on Sanaki, who has 36 HP if she has the HP boon. So that's pretty crazy to think about, just the fact that this Sonya can one-hit KO the premier green magic check in the game. So just imagine what she's going to be able to do to all the other units in the game that are not really ready to take on green magic in the first place. It comes down to, what it comes down to is that this Sonya is a monster, and if you run this as a defense team, you're almost guaranteed to get a defensive win because there's no way to bait this Sonya. There's just no unit in the game can take a hit from her. So if you're in the arena and you're trying to bait, then it's not going to work against this Sonya, and you're pretty much in big trouble. There's no way you're going to be able to survive a hit or bait her. So this is the idea behind the team, and that's why I've got it as my current defense team right now. I'm also running Ninian as my dancer instead of Azura, and the reason behind that is Ninian actually has more base HP than Azura, so she's better on this team and she can still support us by dancing. Then I've got Ike on the team as well, and I gave the HP seal and the Squad Ace 1 seal to both Legion and Ninian. So they both have higher base HP than Ike on this team, and that means Aether is going to have a 3-hit cooldown, and it's essentially just a 2-hit cooldown on Ike, since he has the Heavy Blade skill, which is going to give him cooldown count -1 if he has higher attack than his opponent, which in this case he always does because my Ike is plus attack and he's also merged level 5. So it's really easy for Ike and Sonya to hit their special attacks off in battle, and it's generally going to be a one-hit KO in those instances. Also, the Legion that I'm running here, he's a bonus unit for this round, so that's why I have him on the team. And on top of that, he's got a really monster HP stat for an infantry type unit. And of course, the Legion setup that I like running with reciprocal aid and escape route really comes into play a ton on this team, since I can have him fully heal with his reciprocal aid and then have him fly in front of an opponent and get the kill with the Brave Axe Plus that I gave him. So overall, this is a really awesome team, and it has a lot of scoring potential as well, because Infantry Pulse is a 240 cost skill, so it's going to score a lot in the arena, and then plus Ike and Sonya both have legendary weapons, and Ike has Aether, so we're pretty much good to go in terms of scoring. The only drawback to this team is that I'm not allowed to have any hone or fortify skills in my C slot, so I can't really augment my unit's stats any more than they already are. So that could, in some cases, get me into a little bit of trouble, but for the most part, it's negligible since the rest of the team just flows so well, and I don't really even need any more stats than I already have. So we're good to go for the most part. Alright, but anyway, we're going to continue the run here now. It's lucky that the first round I was fighting an all-red team. I don't even know how that ended up happening, but for the benefit of this video, that was really good because I had some free time to talk about the team itself, and now we can focus a little bit more on the run now.
Okay.
Alright, so they've got Eldingen over there. I'm just going to reciprocal aid on Sonya to get her back up to full health and get Legion on low health so he can use his escape route to warp in front of my guys. And we should be pretty much good to go at this point. Sonya is going to one-hit KO Tsubaki, and Ike is going to do the same to Titania. So we're golden so far. We're doing really nice. Okay. So we're going on to the next match here. One thing, though, that I could do to improve this team a little bit more is give Lightning Breath Plus to Ninian, but I haven't really had the chance to get it because it's 5-star locked, and I don't really know if I want to use 20k feathers just to evolve up a unit and sacrifice to Ninian. In that case, I would have to use either Naui or Adult Tiki because they have Lightning Breath Plus. But I don't know, I'm probably going to hold off on that for a little bit. Other things I could do to improve this team are possibly give Swift Sparrow to Sonya instead of what she has right now, which is Mirror Strike. For the most part, I can get away with Mirror Strike, but Swift Sparrow would be a little bit better on her since my Sonya is plus speed minus, I believe, minus defense. So if she could just get a little bit more speed, then Desperation will come into play quite often on her, and that's really nice. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to have Ike bait that Setsuna, because Setsuna's attack stat is really not high enough to get the one round on Ike, and because this person has life and death on their Setsuna, Ike is going to get the one-hit kill on the Setsuna when they attack. So there we go, and on top of that, I have Aether built up now, so Ike is ready to just smash somebody in the face. Alright. So I guess what I would do normally is just have Ike sit there, and the opponent's Ike is going to come in and attack my Ike, and I'm going to hit Vantage first, and then I'm going to also get Aether to recover my HP. So that seems like a pretty fair move. I could also reciprocal aid on Ike, but there's really no point in doing so at the moment since he's just going to heal himself with Aether anyway. I could also put Ninian in there to take the hit from Ike, but I don't know if she's going to get the one-hit kill on him, and then on the next turn, he's going to be in Vantage range, and he's also going to be able to hit me with his special attack there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let my Ike take the first hit, and then I'm going to attack with Ninian to make sure I survive the Moonbow attack from the opponent's Ike. Yes. Another thing I could do on this team is give the Hardy Bearing Seal to one of my units, but for the moment, I'm just going to get away without having it. It's a really good seal, though, and it would really help out. Okay. But the main thing that I want to do on this team is run the HP seals so that I can get plus 3 HP on both Ninian and Legion so that they can give off Infantry Pulse to more of my units. So we got another KO there. We're doing pretty good. Alright, this guy here, Stan, he's worth 700 points. Okay, he's got Bride Cordelia. Oh man, he actually gave her Wind Sweep as well. That's pretty deadly. Okay, so that Cordelia can get a free double on anyone, essentially. So it's going to be a little tricky to try and bait that unit there. But the downside to that is that the Cordelia has lower stats because of life and death. So I can get the one-hit KO on her before she has a chance to do anything. Okay, this looks pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that Sonya gets the first hit on Cordelia so I can just one-round her. And in the event that Azura decides to dance on Cordelia, I'm going to make sure that Ike is not in range to get hit by that. And we're just going to move everyone else down one. Okay, so Azura did not dance on Bride Cordelia there. So we're in pretty good shape. I can easily just dance on Sonya and get the kill on the most annoying opponent they have there. From this point on, it's pretty much going to be easy pickings. There's not too much to worry about. If I put Legion there, he's going to bait Azura, and Hector and Roy are not going to be able to get him. And that Roy has reposition, which worked in my favor a bit, because now I can just have Ninian go over there if I drag back on Sonya.
Yes. On it.
I wonder if Ninian is Roy's canon mother, actually. Because in terms of who could possibly be Roy's mom, it's either Lady Lindis or Ninian, so I'm not sure. It's one of them, but comment down below, guys. If you played Fire Emblem 7, then who do you think is Roy's mother? Comment that down below. Let's see who actually wins that vote, if it's going to be Ninian or Lyn. Alright, but anyway, we're moving on to the next fight. This guy here, Germ. Germ was a boss in, I think, either Sacred Stones or Fire Emblem 7. I don't quite remember. Thankfully, it's not Geb, if you guys know who Geb is. Geb became a freaking meme. I don't know, guys. Geb is definitely one of the most popular units in the series for all the wrong reasons. And it's fitting that we finally have Tana in the game now, so if they put Geb in as a boss, that would be something. Hopefully they don't do that, though, because I really don't want to have to look at Geb's ugly mug. Alright, but anyway, I'm going to have Sonya bait Delthea there. And I'm going to have Ike bait Cordelia, since he'll be able to kill her in one shot. I don't know why so many people run Life and Death on Cordelia, because it gives her -5 defense, and because of that, she's going to die in one hit. So I would much prefer having Swift Sparrow on Cordelia so she doesn't lose any defense. But that's just me. Okay, so like I said, we baited those 2 units. And something really discouraging happens at this point, but I'm going to save it for when it happens so you guys can see how badly I got robbed in this run.
Okay.
But anyway, Ike has Aether ready, so he's going to get the one shot on Celica. So we're going to go ahead and do that as soon as I decide to do it. I don't know what I was thinking about, but after doing the calculations, it is a one-hit KO. And look what just happened there. I have no explanation for what just happened, guys. I clearly had Sonya attack Legion, but for whatever reason, she didn't attack him, and she ended up standing in front of him and wasting her turn. So now I'm going to lose a unit no matter what I try to do. It was a really discouraging thing to have happen in the run, but the main point of this run is to just showcase the team rather than to get a flawless run, so I didn't mind it too much. But it did leave a bad taste in my mouth, guys, so sorry about that. Sorry about the misclick there. Another thing, yeah, guys, comment down below. If you've lost a run to a misclick before in this game, definitely let me know, because as you all saw, it just happened to me there. It's really unfortunate when stuff like that does happen, but as long as I know my play was on spot and I didn't lose a unit because of my own misplay, then I'm fine with that. That's not a problem. It's only when I lose a unit and if I lose a unit and it's because of my own poor decisions in battle, then that's something else. But if it's due to a misclick, and as long as I know that I was supposed to win the fight, even though I guess outside forces prevented me from doing so, then that's not too big a deal. Alright, so now we're just going to have Ike bait this Julia and get the kill there. Okay, so far so good. It's too bad that I don't have any non-infantry units on this team, so Kagero can get a one-hit KO on any of my guys. But thanks to the fact that Legion has Escape Route 3, and I just reciprocal aided him, so now he's below half health, I can have him get some kills here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack Ephraim first with Sonya, then I'm going to finish him off with Legion, and then all I have to do is have Ike reposition Sonya out of the way, dance on Legion, and then I can get the double on Kagero with the Brave Axe and finish her off.
Watch this.
So that's exactly what I'm going to do. It took me a couple of seconds to come up with that move though, but overall it's a pretty solid move, so it's going to get me the win in this fight. Okay, and on top of that now, Legion's going to be able to also get Moonbow off. Not that it matters, but it's just a little bit of insurance there. So, okay, we got another flawless win. Alright, all that's left now is the final match, and like I said, guys, the main effectiveness of this Infantry Pulse team here is to run it as your defense team because, as I explained at the start of the video, it's really hard, actually it's impossible to take a hit from the Sonya that I run on this team. So if the opponents are trying to bait, then they're going to lose a unit no matter what. Even if they have the best possible green magic bait in the game, which is Sanaki, she still dies in one hit, even with Triangle Adept. So that just makes this one of the best possible teams you can put up for arena defense, and in order to keep up with the bonus units, you can always give Infantry Pulse to one of the 3 main lords, either Anna, Sharina, or Alphonse, so that way you can always run this team no matter what round of the arena we're in. And as far as other potential options for the nuking role that Sonya does, you can also run Bride Cordelia with Dragon Fang, so she gets 50% added to her attack, and that's going to make it really easy for her to get kills with the Brave Bow. So that's another option for an infantry nuke there. Alright, so now Legion is below half health, so I can have him fly in front of Ike on the next turn and get the kill on Tana. And I can bait their Erika with my Ninian. So we're pretty much done. That's the end of the run, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I know that was unfortunate what happened, how I got robbed there, but I guess a misclick is a misclick. You can't really do anything about that. And in order to build this team, you have to sacrifice a whole bunch of Summer Xanders, and that banner is still going on right now. So if you're trying to build an Infantry Pulse team, I would highly recommend trying a last chance summon to see if you can get some Summer Xanders before the banner goes away. But that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Next time when we come back, we're definitely going to do an Arena Assault video. As you can see, my score there is 4,906, and I'm in the 2nd tier rank, so I did pretty well there. But yeah, as always, this is Tacho signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and as always, cheers, have a great day, and I hope to see you again next time.